We are always searching for pockets in the silver market that are, well, way undervalued compared to everything else around it. That you put it on a shelf and it just sticks out. It says it's time. Well, tonight, you look at the math behind this one, it is way overdue. It is time. What we're talking about are vintage 90% silver, as the graphic says. But these are Washington quarters. Now, the Washington quarter was introduced in 1932. It replaced the standing Liberty quarter, which was part of the coin renaissance. It was so beloved, this was supposed to be a one-year type only in 1932. And people loved it so much, they brought it back in 1934, and it's been our bell cow ever since. State quarters, national parks, right? Now, we're making history. Everything that we do in our coinage derives around the quarter. But it's the most used coin in circulation. It's logical. And right now, it's the largest coin in circulation. They stopped making the Kennedy half dollar 20 plus years ago for circulation. Now, you can still use them, but they don't make them for circulation. They make them for collectors since 2002. But 90% silver on the quarter ended in 1964. That was the last year. These are all prior to that. Also, with this, something to note. Again, the Kennedy half dollar was continued to be made in silver through 1970. It changed over in 1971 to clad. So these quarters are the 1964 issue, the end of that era. Tonight, our grouping, and the unique thing is we don't have a large number of difference. Right now, it's 5 different coins that we have in stock, but it covers all 3 mints that struck it. We have S's, we have D's, and we have Philadelphia's. The deal we bought was broken down. We were hoping for 8, 10 different. Wouldn't that be a lot of fun in this coin? But when we saw the price available to us, look at this price, $8.95 a coin for an uncirculated vintage. We're talking about a coin that's over a half a century old. Survived the 1980 silver rush. It survived the last decade's silver rush. And they're still available today. Somebody put this aside back then and held it. And today we accumulate them here and there to put together opportunities like this one. So again, 5 different. Now you're welcome to buy 10. Yes, Hunter, I should have said that. You can buy whatever works for you. Our deals are always your choice, which means if you want to buy 10 or 20, your choice. Whether it's a $5 item or a $50 item, always your choice. We're going to let you know how many different we have. So if you're looking just to get variety to the max, we'll let you know. Like we had a Franklin deal the other day at 15 different coins. Right? We had a Mercury dime deal at 20 different coins. Well, this beautiful uncirculated Washington quarter, and look at these beauties, is 5 different. But inside the 5, though, we have P's, D's, and S's, so we kind of sweeten it up with the mint marks all being there to make it happen, to make it fun. Love the series. Wish we had more in stock, but we're always trying to be our best, to be on the front lines, looking for the difference. Now, I told you earlier in the conversation about this one is just kind of screaming, it's time to buy. And what we look at is we look at where the 90% silver is, right? We have dimes that are 90% silver. We have quarters, the Washington quarter, that are 90% silver. And then we have the half dollars, the 64 Kennedy, the Franklins, the Walkers that are 90% silver, right? And we look at the open market for uncirculated versions of those coins, right? So if you look at, again, uncirculated specimens, unk to unk on this one, and then I'll get into the math on the coin as well, which even makes you smile even more. Uncirculated Mercury dimes or Roosevelt dimes. Our competition is at $13 to $15 a coin. That's a dime's weight. This is a quarter, and we're selling it for $5 to $7 less per coin. The half dollars we're seeing in uncirculated condition, right? The half dollars, which again is 2 of these quarters. by silver weight. We're looking at our competition at $50, $60 a coin for uncirculated. Even our price is over $20. So the math, again, how many dimes to a quarter? How many quarters to a half dollar? The silver weights are somewhat consistent for that, right? Because they were made to the silver weight, the silver value, right? So when you have dimes selling for more than a quarter, and when you have half dollars selling for more than 2 quarters, it's telling you one thing: these quarters are just a good buy in silver. And I'm telling you tonight, not just a good buy, a great buy in silver. A great buy in silver. So again, we have a guarantee of 5 different. We'll stretch it further if we can. We're still breaking down this deal, but I told them I had to get this on the air. So again, when you see, it's all about value and timing. Timing's everything, right? Right place, right time, and I'm here, you're there, let's make a deal. $8.95 for a single Washington quarter. Yes, a single quarter. There's no $200 order minimum with us here at America's Value Channel. We're a channel for collectors. And we're all different. And we all have different budgets. We all have different interests. That's why we have 50 items in our show versus our competitors that are lucky to have 15 to 20 in the same 5 hours. We're also not afraid to touch lower price points to let you control how many would you like. To get this low price, you have to buy 40, which would be a roll. That's not our way of doing business. On the other hand, if you want to buy a roll of 40, we're going to say thank you as well. We're going to say also thank you if you want to just buy 5 or you want to buy just 1 to set it aside. Affordability is the deal, and these coins are all that. Now here's the different spin. The fun part about being a collector in coins, or any collectible area, sports cards, stamps, you name it, right? Even the modern collectibles, is the hunt of finding what I'm missing, right? What am I missing? And one of the fun parts of it, now that I'm an old fart, is the fact that I'm able to take and spend some time with those that don't have the passion yet because they haven't been introduced to it, right? The youngins of today. Your granddaughter, your grandson, the neighbor that cuts your yard for you, sitting down and spending a few minutes and saying, hey, here's a silver quarter. Let's talk a little bit about this. Set it aside. After you cut my grass next week, let's go to the next coin show that's local, and we'll see if we can't find a coin to add to it. Building a bond, building a common interest in our history. Great stuff. Guys, we got to put a 30-second clock up. Sorry about that, everybody. I was just told almost sold out. And I understand why. $8.95. It's not meant to be rocket science. But there is no minimum. So again, we're not saying you have to buy a roll of 40 or a half roll of 20 or even 10 to get the price of $8.95. If you want to buy a single, you can. We have 5 different that I know of right now in stock. It'll probably be a few more, but it does cover the P's, the D's, and the S's. All the mint marks. It's a fun project. It's a great price. And again, when dimes are selling for more, when quarters are selling for this with us, and half dollars are, well, 2 quarters, and they're above that, that means the quarter's the right buy right now. Give me a call. This one's a winner.